Hi guys, welcome back to Jazz Veggietales. You join me on another hot day, although not as hot as it has been. Yeah, we are in the middle of our third heat wave. They did say this heat wave wasn't going to be extreme as the last one, but it turned out to be even worse than the last one. But it's been about 35 degrees the last few days, high humidity yet again. I mean, it's nice when you're not working. It's nice when you can spend time down your allotment or in your garden. But I've come down as late as possible today. And today, even though it's about 30 degrees, there's a nice wind about, a nice fresh wind. So we can get in the wind, it takes the edge off the temperatures, but it's still warm. So today, I thought about just having a little pick, because I've got a few things I can pick. Like another couple of rows of early potatoes can come up. I've got French beans I can be picked. My broad beans have now finished, so I can pick them. And I finally got my first pick of raspberries as well. So it looks like my little trick with the discs and the spinny things has done the job, because I've got quite a few raspberries, which is a good thing. The greenhouse has also had a good watering. I literally left the hose on for a good 15-20 minutes on either side of the greenhouse. Cucumber plants didn't look too good when I come. It was very droopy. But since I've had a good watering, they've actually come back really well. And speaking of cucumber, that is a perfect size cucumber that I feel. There's a little bit of damage on the skin, but that don't really matter because you can just peel that skin off. And this cucumber is actually quite nice. I had one in the week and they didn't taste bitter. The skin wasn't hard. So, bonus. So yeah, what else can I pick today? Courgettes. Now, I have yellow courgettes. And yellow courgettes, apparently, you can grow them between 10 and 20 centimetres, then you'll have to pick them. Because anything over that, you tend to lose the taste. And I got 4 that is perfect to pick. I got one side of peas as well, which will come through. The other side haven't, but I should hopefully get a few peas. And also my corns are massive. That's all I can say. But despite this hot weather, yeah, it is looking good around here. A lot of my early potatoes are now ready to pick. So again, I'll just pick a couple of rows today, and then we'll go from there. But at the minute, I'm just watering my cabbages and spreads and that, because I are in need of a good watering. So I'll just let my sprinkler on while I'm doing a few jobs. So also, I'm going to show you the best way to water during a heat wave. Back in a minute. In the room, hard go, kaboom. During the heat wave, the best way to actually water your stuff is, first of all, make sure your attachment got a shower like that, so it's not too powerful. And then so my first pick is going to be my raspberries, which I'm actually standing by now. Got some nice, probably can't see because of the sun, some nice bunches of raspberries there. Some of them are turning a bit, but I can use that as a crumble, maybe get some rhubarb as well. I've got quite a few, so looks like, yeah, looks like the trick has done the job. It's definitely kept all the birds away. So I should be able to make a nice crumble with that. Someone is having a barbecue and having a bit of fun, which is good to hear. They can at least give me a burger. But England played tonight. In fact, we had a really good game against Mexico, even though we had a player sent off. But we've got a tough test tonight against Norway. So I'll continue picking them and then on to the next thing. And that next thing will be my broad beans. A lot of them have actually died off, and I'm guessing probably because of the black fly, but there's broad beans on there I can take off. But I'm going to keep this bed here because I can still plant raw beans later in the year for a winter veg. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find out what the best variety it is to buy. And then I think it's around about August, I think. I don't know. I will definitely see for sure, but... So yeah, plants are not looking overly healthy, some of them. But again, this is my second pick of raw beans, so all is not bad. So yeah, there's a couple in that one. I reckon it could be because down to the heat though, not being watered enough. But that's on me. That one does not want to come off. That's a tough cookie. Yeah, that's it. And there's a few on that side as well that can come up as well. So I mean that's a nice looking raw bean. And these I don't have a lot of, so these should last me a few meals. Don't think there's anything left on that one. That one's been overrun by black fly, but so is all these. But there is ladybugs on them as well, and they do eat them. So let's find out what else I can pick. And while I'm here, might as well see if I've got any bolotti beans ready, because it's right next to me. I don't think I have, so let's have a look. Now, bolotti beans are not quite ready. They need to look like that, but a lot bigger. That doesn't look overly great. This is had a good washing as well. I've got some bramble here which I need to get rid of. Cut that down. But these will be left a little bit longer. So I'm wondering if that's one of my celeries. Or leeks maybe, I don't know. Because I've had nothing of them come through. That's the second lot of seeds I put in and not one thing has come through. I'm just wondering if that is something. I'll leave that. Because it might be. Bonus if it is. But, so yeah, broad beans are not ready. I know what I can do next. Courgettes, because I have 4 to pick. So I'll head on over there now. Courgettes. Never done yellow courgettes. And I'm going to say, do like the look of these. But you do say that not to have them too big, about 10 to 20 centimetres. I know I probably would have said that. But I can see I got 4, and it is hot down here. At the wind, it's quite hot. But the courgette plant's looking nice now. Quite large, looking. And here is one courgette I can pick. I'm just trying to be careful. So I would say that's perfect size. Got another one just here to pick, a yellow courgette. So what I do, I just gently twist it off the stalk, and then it just breaks it, so it's not damaging any other courgettes there. I've got another one here I can pull. Again, because there's one right next to it, I'm just going to try and twist it gently until you hear that break, and then comes off just like that. Now, I do believe I've got one more I can pull off, which is right here. Be careful, you've got to be careful with these as well. They've got some little spikes on and they can irritate your skin. So I'm going to pull that one off as well. So, got to be careful, that plant is a little bit flimsy. So, there you go, I'm in. Don't know about you, but I think them look really, really nice.
Nice.
So that's my first 4 yellow courgettes. And now you're asking, what's the next thing? And the next thing, well, I'm here, French beans. So yes, this video will be a little bit different to normal. But I don't plan on to do too much in this seed. And there's not much I can do anyway. Anyway, onto my French beans. Sorry about the sunlight. French beans, let's have a look. Perfect size. The plants, I mean, just look at the French bean plants. How incredible do they look? So I'm just going to start from the bottom here. Just see if there's anything on the bottom. There's loads on the bottom, but they're not quite ready yet. It's a bit too small. But as you work up the plant, you'll probably find there are some bigger ones you can pick. Don't want to pick a ton, just want to pick enough for dinner. And that My courgette plant has irritated my arm a little bit. So yeah, it's some nice looking ones there. You can let them grow a little bit longer, but they tend to be a little bit stringy if you leave them. So that's something else. That is a few more French beans. Don't worry, at the end I'll show you everything that I have picked. But before I continue, because I think there's one more thing I can pick, and that is going to be my early potatoes, another couple of rows of them. I think I might just do one row. I don't even be doing too much in heat like this. Also, my grapevine is quite large as well, but there's some bramble which will be able to cut down eventually as well. So I'm just going to whack my phone on a tripod, and I'm just going to show you the corns on how they are now. They are very, very impressive. So yes, back in with this again. And these are my corns, as you can see. People can't see me, but they look incredible, don't they? Absolutely incredible. And I'll show you some of the corn on the plants. A lot of them I've only got one, but there's a couple over that's got three. But and these look incredible. I can't believe I'm over the moon with these this year, the corn. So yeah, what do you think? So I'm just going to quickly show you some of the smaller corns. They haven't started growing the corn yet, but I think as they get taller, they will. So yeah, quite a lot of them are starting to poke through. I mean, this one is looking good. I mean, that was quite large. You probably can't see it that well, but zoom out a little bit. This one is just about to have one gone through as well. This one hasn't got one yet, but it's still only small. Let's make our way through. Again, I got there's one coming through there. There's two on that plant there. Two on that one. One on that one. This is looking, but this I noticed as well. The top is actually broken off, and I didn't realise. But the corn is still growing on it. In fact, I've still got two on it. So even though the top part is snapped off, which is down here, still doing all right. And where's the one with three on it? This one here. Sorry about the camera, guys, but this has got three on. There's one, there's two, and there's one there as well. Well, I'm here, show you the pumpkins, and it looks like may have some pumpkins. There's plenty of flowers on them. Them might be the male flowers, though. That one hasn't got anything as yet. And let's come over here watching the hose so I don't get wet. Then there's lots of flowers on them ones. So pumpkins should hopefully start coming through soon as well. But it's looking like I could have a bumper of a year on here. Probably the best year. And like I said, I am due to break up from work soon, so I can concentrate on getting it cleaned up. The trouble is we've got is the weather is not cooling down too much over the next couple of weeks. But still got to get on with this as best I can. Now I've got a cat on my plot. It's not the usual cat that comes on here. That's a big cat. Speaking of cat, my cat Cooksy is 2 years old today. She was born 11th of July 2024. So yes, today is her birthday, 2 years old. Bless her cotton socks. She's been amazing. She's had me through some difficult times. But anyway, I think my last job today will be potatoes. So I'm going to head over there now. And then I'll just show you what I have collected so far. But yes, happy days though, happy days. I'll catch you in a minute. So that's a nice little pick for today. Happy with that actually. Potatoes, I've only got one row up. And I've got a few more than expected. I'm sorry, I'm doing it because the barbecue burger smells nice. Yes, I think everyone is definitely getting ready for the England semi-final, which is called now semi-final tonight. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I picked. The first thing is the courgettes. I mean, they look absolutely incredible. Look how beautiful they look. They are gorgeous. And that's a cute little one as well, cute baby one. But that's amazing. Few raspberries, just a few for crumble. I've got a nice lettuce here. I've already showed you the cucumber. And of course, my broad beans, that's the rest of my broad beans. The climbing French beans, again, I've only picked enough for a couple of meals because I am going to have a ton of them this year. So that'll be nice for dinner. And of course, another row of early potatoes. I think that is incredible. So that's a nice little pick right there. So things are starting to happen, which I'm really happy about. Still a lot of this hygiene up to do around the plot, but yeah, this year is looking, I know I said it before, but it's looking to be the best year on the plot so far. Well chuffed. But before I finish off, let's just pop inside the greenhouse, see the cucumber plants have just come back a little bit, which looks like they have. These tomato plants will need sorting out. I'm going to have to tie them up to the canes to stop it from drooping. But looking nice and bushy. I'm going to have to move them for me because I've got me peppers and that down here, and I've got my first sign of peppers right there as well. But yeah, there's the cucumber plants. The one over the back here doesn't look overly great, but it does look better now it's had watering. So, and that is my other side of tomatoes, again looking much better now they've had a good watering. Looking a bit wild, but oh well, never mind. Which I'll sort that out. So yeah, there you go, happy days. And I thank you for joining me this week again. And what am I going to do on my next episode? I don't know. Probably try and clean up my... actually, there is one thing I wanted to do on the next episode, and that is showing you what you can still grow in July, because I still have one large raised bed, and I still got a bag of compost inside the shed. So that will be for the next episode, and I hope you join me for that. Thank you again for liking and your comments, and also for subscribing. Really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, that does. But show that you must like what you see. Anyway, I will see you on the next episode. Take care, guys.